Bill, a slow start again. Can you put your finger on those these days?
Well, no. What's that, 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5, something like that. But yeah, we weren't very good early, middle or late. I thought Iowa State defended us perfectly. They were much better in guarding the short roll ball screen defense and made an adjustment there. And I thought our defense was very lackluster and not a lot of energy at all. We did nothing to make them play bad. And they did some things to make us play bad. So, believe it or not, I actually thought we had some good possessions early and missed a lot of shots. But after that, we didn't have very many good possessions. And so, yeah, they were better from start to finish.
When you have that kind of start and you get it to 2, it's 20 to 18. I mean, what's the message there? You maybe even shouldn't be that close, but you are. So where do you take it from that point?
Well, you know, you could say that we shouldn't be that close, but you can also make a case in point that, you know, if Grady makes a couple of the open looks he gets and whatever, that it could be a lot closer, or we could even have the lead. But to be honest with you, to your point, we were fortunate to only be down 2, at the 7-minute mark or whatever it was, and then obviously we didn't finish the half well at all.
Bill, how concerned are you with the number of injuries this team's playing through right now?
Yeah, well, we're beat up. You know, I tried to keep one out. Just we play Monday, so and Bobby couldn't go today. You know, he was out there, but he never pushed off or did anything. And so yeah, we're beat up. We're beat up. And Zach has a bruised knee, even though they don't think it's significant, but they think it's certainly going to be out for an extended period of time. We don't know what that is, if it's a week or 2 weeks or whatnot. So we'll know more probably tomorrow. But so yeah, we're a beat up team. But you know, the core players, for the most part, are still intact. So those core players got to perform and play better. And today we only had one guy, play well at all. That was obviously Jake.
So what does the next day or 2 look like? Are you going to practice much, or with as many guys out?
I hadn't even thought about the next day or 2. I'm just trying to figure out how I can hurry up and get back and eat my chicken finger sandwich right now. So that's about the best thing that's happened to me today. And it's really good. Just so you guys know, melted cheese. I like it. We'll have to practice and go over some stuff tomorrow. But obviously, short turnaround with Texas on Monday.
How hard is it for Jalen to not get help on days like this, scoring?
You know, it was a typical us played poorly and Jalen tried to carry us. It's not a formula for success with us. You guys have heard me say that. We need balance from our starting 5, and when one guy has to feel like he's got to go do it all on his own, it crashes the offense. But we have to do that, or he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to, score the ball because there's such poor ball and body movement. So it's not a formula for success at all. It's something that we need to. If we could just bottle how we played the first possession of the second half, we'd probably be a much better team. But we don't have that ball and body movement consistently like we do that.
Bill Taven, Lipsy flirted with a triple double.
Yeah,
What's he do that was so good today?
Well, I don't know him personally, but he's a great loose ball guy, and he's the best offensive rebound for a point guard I've seen. And that was part of the scout. I mean, the dude has a knack for getting 50-50 balls off the glass, and of course he got 4 of them on us today. He whipped us 4 times. So, I really like him. Looking back now, we tried to guard it a little differently. We tried to guard it with Kevin on him, so that way we could switch the ball screen early, and that way we could keep Juan on Coucher, because we knew if we switched with Juan on Lipsy, then they would roll him down to the post. We thought that, and it's still none of that stuff worked today at all.
Kind of a rough game for Grady after he missed those early shots, like you said. What did you see from the Iowa State defense that sort of kept him out of a rhythm?
Well, it was a rough day for our whole bunch, but yeah, Grady didn't have one of his better games at all. I think that a lot of times we let offense affect other parts of our game, and he didn't get a lot of great looks, but of the 6 he got, they were pretty good looks. I mean, pretty wide open for him. You know, he got a quick release. So, yeah, I think Iowa State just was really locked in and did a great job defensively. You know, a lot of times they switch back cuts. Today they didn't switch back cuts near as much. They kind of stayed with him and did a really good job on him.
Early thoughts on Texas, what you do know?
I really don't know a lot. I've seen them play a lot. They've been, you know, super athletic as any team in our league. Probably not going to play against 4 better athletes on the perimeter than what Texas has in America. You know, fast and of course Carr's having an All-American type year. So yeah, and they have balance too. So you guys are real familiar with one of their guards. So they got a really good team. It'll take a really big effort on our part.
They also started the day on top of this league, and that's losing their head coach at some point during this season. I mean, what can you say about that and their
Well,
resolve?
first of all, I think their talent level is definitely top 10 talent level, without question, maybe top 5. But you know, those kids have rallied around a situation, and of course, rallied around Coach Terry in a way that you know, you would expect winners to do. So, you know, that's one thing about teams that are real committed. You know, I can look at them and I can look at Iowa State this way too. I mean, they've rallied around TJ the 2 years he's been here. I mean, they've done a phenomenal job. But you can see their players rallying around that situation because they know it's not easy. And a lot of times when it's not easy, it kind of brings everybody together more, and they've certainly done that.
How'd you see the effort today of you guys, and what'd you think of the 11 o'clock start?
Well, the 11 o'clock start didn't have anything to do with the game. I mean, even though, you know, we told, you know, we preached our guys for days, whichever team wakes up first will probably be the team that gets off to the best start. And we didn't do that, but I'm sure a lot of that was just Iowa State. But I don't want to, until I watch the tape, I don't want to be negative, but I would say that it's appeared to me they probably got 70 or 80% of all the balls at the 50-50. And that's usually a true indication of energy and effort.
All right, thanks, Coach.